Welcome. In this video, we shall be installing Joomla. First of all, we need to locate XAMPP which we installed in our drive C. Remember, when you were installing XAMPP, you installed it in your drive C. I'll simply locate my drive C by going to my computer. I'll come down here to File Explorer. Remember, this is Windows 8. You might be running on a different Windows. All you need to do is locate my computer. I come down to File Explorer, click on it, and I'll click on Computer. This is my drive C. I'll simply double click on it and I'll look for XAMPP. Now this is XAMPP. I'll double click on it. I'm inside XAMPP now. All I need to do here is look for a folder called htdocs, which is this. I'll double click on it also. Now in here I need to create a new folder with the name of the website which I want to create. To create a new folder, all I need to do is right click on an empty space. I'll go to New and I'll click on Folder. This is a new folder which we just created. Now I need to give this folder the name of the website which I want to create. In my case, I want to call it Amazon. I want to create a website called Amazon. So I'll simply type Amazon. Good. After typing that, I'll just click on an empty space. Now this is a new folder which I just created with the name Amazon, which is also the name of the website which I want to create. After doing this, I will simply close this. Now remember when you were, or rather in the video in which you learned how to install XAMPP, I told you that whenever you're creating your website or you're working on creating your website, you need to always make sure that your XAMPP, your control panel, the database and the server needs to be started. All I need to do is to check if my server and my database are running by right clicking on the XAMPP control panel, and I'll click on Run as Administrator. I'll click on Yes. Once this comes up, I'm sure you can remember this from installing XAMPP. Now, my Apache, which is my server, and my MySQL, which is my database, are both still running because I didn't stop them previously. Perhaps, or maybe you did shut down your system. Once you bring this up, both of these would be off. So it will be left for you to start both of them again. But in my case, I didn't shut down my system, or rather I didn't stop them also, so they are still running. For you to be sure they are running, you will see them being highlighted in green. That means they are running, and you also see some numbers by the side, and you also see stop and stop here. If they had been stopped earlier, what you will see here would have been start and start. Then all you need to do is click on both of them. Now both my server and my database are running, so all I need to do is minimize this. After doing that, now I want to install Joomla. I'll come down to my Joomla package which we unzipped earlier by double clicking. This is Joomla itself. You will need to install Joomla now in your XAMPP or in your database which you've installed on your system. To do that, all I need to do is double click on Joomla. This comes up. I'll simply close this. If this comes up, all you need to do is close it. I'll go to Extract To by clicking once. Now I need to locate XAMPP again from this area. Remember XAMPP was installed in your drive C. Now this is my drive C. All I need to do is double click on it, and I will also look for XAMPP again. Okay, I can't find XAMPP here. All I need to do is scroll down. Fine, this is XAMPP. I'll double click on XAMPP again. Remember, you created a folder with the name of the website which you want to create in a folder called htdocs. Now this is the htdocs folder. All I need to do is double click on htdocs folder. All of this comes up. Remember, the name of the website I want to create is Amazon, and this is the folder I created with the name Amazon. Yours might be different. All you need to do is locate the folder you created with the name of the website which you want to create. Now all I'll simply do is click or double click on Amazon, or you double click on the folder which you created with the name of the website which you want to create. I'll simply double click now. After doing that, I'll click on OK, and I'll wait for it to extract Joomla into the folder Amazon, or the folder which you created with the website which you want to create. Good. After that has been done, I will simply close this, and I can also close this also. Now, from now, you shall be working from your browser to configure your website which you want to create. You have different browsers. You have Mozilla, Firefox, you have Internet Explorer, you have Opera Mini, or rather Opera, you have Google Chrome, and so on and so forth. But the best browser to use is Mozilla Firefox. Here is my Mozilla Firefox. Here I have Internet Explorer. All I need to do is click on the Mozilla Firefox. Yours might not be on this status bar. Yours might be on your desktop or somewhere else. All you need to do is locate it and you open it by clicking on it. Once this opens, all I need to do is come to my browser, or rather to my address bar here, and click and type in local host. I'm typing in local host because I'm still running on my own computer. The XAMPP I installed is on my computer, and the XAMPP is more or less like the local host for now, since we are not online, we are not on the internet yet. We have not transferred our website which we created or which we are creating to the internet yet. So to access it, you need to type localhost first. After typing localhost, you type in /, and then you will now type in the name of the website which you want to create, or the name of the folder which you created in your htdoc. In my case, it's Amazon. I'll simply type in Amazon. After typing in Amazon, I'll press enter on my keyboard and wait for it to come up. Good. After this comes up, this is what you would see. Now all I need to do is to configure some things here. This page has to do with your configuration. The next page is database. The next page is the overview. Now we are under configuration. Under select language, obviously you leave it as English. Under main configuration, you have your site name. This is where you type in the name of the site which you want to create, or which you are creating already. Forget about this 20 here. All I need to do is simply change it. Yours might be empty. Everything here in yours definitely will be empty since this is the first time you are creating a website. I'll simply change this training now to Amazon, which is the website I'm creating. Okay. Now under description, it's simply telling you to describe what this website or what the company is all about. And it's necessary because when you create your website, people might want to Google you on Google, and they might want to use a particular description to find you on Google. So this is where you type in the description that fits what your website does or what your company does. If you read here, it says enter a description of the overall website that is to be used by search engines. Generally, the maximum of 20 words is optimal. Now, my Amazon website or my Amazon company deals mainly with sales of computers and information technology. Yours might be different. So if yours is different, it just has to do with perhaps sales of clothes or importation, or perhaps it's a school. All you need to do is highlight this and then, or rather you delete this and then type a description of what your website or your company is about. But in my case, Amazon is all about computers. So I will simply leave this description the way it is without altering it. I'll go down under site offline. This simply means, do you want your site to be offline? If it's offline, that means you cannot get access to it. But for now, we'll leave it as no. Later, we'll get to know why you can turn your site offline by clicking yes in some cases. I'm sure you must have gone to some sites and then you type in the name and then it tells you, sorry, the site is under construction. To do that, or for you to have that, the yes icon here must have been turned on, and then whoever it is that wants to access your website won't be able to access it because you've turned the site offline to yes. But for now, we're leaving it as no. I come back up under admin email. You creating the website now, you are the administrator. So all you need to do is type in your email address. Mine here is spike27@yahoo.com. Remember, I told you yours will be empty. This space will be empty. So all you need to do is type in your email address. After typing in your email address, you come to admin username. Type in admin as a username because you are the administrator. And then under admin password, you need to type in a password which you will remember. Here I've already typed in a password because I've created other websites. But all you need to do is simply type in the password which you want. So I'll simply type in my password again. Remember to write this password which you created or which you've typed in somewhere in case you forget, so that you can always refer to it. It's very important for you not to forget your password. Under confirm admin password, I'll simply type in the password which I typed here again just to confirm the password. Good. After typing in your password again, all you need to do is scroll up and click on next. Good. Now under next, which is database configuration, the database type, you need to change it to MySQL. If I click here, you have MySQL and you have MySQLi. Rather, we choose MySQL. Hostname, you leave it as localhost because you're still running on your computer. You've not gone to the internet yet. The username, type in root. ROOT for now. Under the password for database configuration, it's advisable to leave it blank for now. And then under database name, remember I had created a website before, that's why I'm having this here. But now all I need to do is to change this to suit the new website which I'm creating, which is Amazon. I'll simply delete this and then I'll type in the new database name. It has to rhyme at least with the website which you're creating. In my case, Amazon. And I'll type in underscore. And I'll type in DB. DB simply means database. Under table prefix, I'll also change this by deleting this, and I'll simply type Amaz. I can actually type in Amazon complete. It depends on you. I prefer to type in Amaz. And then remember to have your underscore after what you've typed. The underscore should always be there. Good. After you've done that, all you need to do is come up, scroll up, and then you go to next again. Once you're in next, or once you've clicked next, under finalization, you have install sample data. You have different sample data here. What sample data simply means is after you've installed the Joomla and then you decide to access your website, you would already have some sample data which has already been installed. All you need to do now is to modify them to suit the website which you're creating. For now, before we get there, here what you need to do is simply choose or click on Learn Joomla English GB sample data. It's already highlighted. Yours might be under None, it might be under Blog, but all you need to do is come to Learn Joomla English GB sample data and click on it. After clicking on it, if you go down, you have your overview of your email configuration. This is the email address I gave. To show you the email address which you gave, to show you your main configuration, your site name, and some other things, database type, and then under your pre-installation check, most of what you have here should be yes. If you have most of them being yes, that means good. You're okay. You're good to go. And then this might look like this when you install. Under recommended, this might be off, this might be off, this might be on, but there's no problem. Just leave this the way it is for now. I'll scroll up, and once I'm done here, I'll click on install. You wait for it to install. Good. After installing, you should see a page that tells you congratulations, Joomla is now installed. And underneath, it tells you please remember to completely remove the installation folder. You will not be able to proceed beyond this point until the installation directly has been removed. This is necessary so that your site cannot be hacked. So all you need to do is click on remove installation folder. Then it tells you installation folder successfully removed. Now you have site here and you have administrator. Now in creating a website, you as the administrator will be able to access the site from the back. There's what we call a front end and a back end. A front end is more like the website which every other person sees. When they type in your web address, what they see is the front end, which is represented here by site. And then the administrator is the back end, where only you as administrator can have access to. Other visitors or other people going to your website cannot have access to where you as the administrator have access to. And under this administrator is where you would be configuring and editing what your site will look like and what those or visitors who have access to your front end or to your site will be seeing. Now, after this, after concluding the installation of Joomla, all you need to do is either click on Site, which will now take you to the front end of your site, or you click on Administrator, which will take you to the front, rather to the back end of your administration or of your website, where you as the administrator would be configuring and editing your website. If I click on Site now, to simply open the front end of my site. If I click on Administrator, it will open the back end of my site, which you have access to, and which you would have to type in your password to have access to it. But this is where we'll be stopping in this video. And the subsequent video or the next video will be showing you how to access your site and how to access your back end, even if you're not within this particular page. All I need to do here now is to close this. Since I've successfully installed Joomla, I'll simply close this. Thank you. In the next video, we'll be learning more about creating your website.